Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Kryptocraft with your host, Nighthawk. We're over here in the bee workshop. I've been doing a bit of thinking about how I want to uh, further progress this area. I think this is going to turn into something of a storage room or like maybe a shopping center type of area. Not sure exactly how I want that to come about quite yet. But what I do want to show is I've been doing a bunch of work on expanding the layout here in the bee mountain. You can see I've got a lot more alvearies in place now. I think my total is something like 23 alvearies in place, ready to go now. And I think I've got about, 19 of them actually with bees being in there being produced. So I also took, here's where the stairway down is. We just walked around that stairway. Now, unfortunately, whoops, I went right by. Unfortunately, this back wall here opens up into a little bit of a valley area, so I can't actually put more alveary stations there, but I do have alveary setups on this side. I've also extended it out this direction. This will probably be the end of the extent of where I take the alvearies on this level. You can see it kind of follows around. I kind of like this little bit of an opening here. Just kind of like gives a little bit different feel kind of on the edge of the cave system here. And this looks like it needs more light right here. I've also opened up all of this lower area. This is down into this cave system that we ended up on top of. And let's go back up. And I'm also working on expanding the lower level as well. I think I want to push this staircase back one brick, just so that this area above is a little bit more open. It feels a little bit claustrophobic going down, but it works for the time being. And I'm expanding out a couple of hallways there, and then I've got this hallway that goes around behind the staircase. This staircase is right here. You can see one of the service stairways there. I'll have to do something. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do above the alvearies anyway. I'm sure that will cover up that little spot regardless. And then this section here I can't really use because the track from Fwip's base ends up going right through there, which is fine. He put it there first, so I'm building around it. I think it's kind of it makes it a little bit more interesting, and I didn't want any symmetry to it anyway. So that's kind of where we're at right now. All of these open spots are where we'll put additional alvearies. This opens up into another cave system, which we may or may not expand through. I haven't decided on that yet. I think I've got enough slots open already that it's a little on the ridiculous side. I may start putting... longer term, I may just start making some bees that just do some random useless stuff that I don't need to actually take all the way back, and then just giving them weird effects to mess with people. Just because... Is that Enderman? What are you doing in here? Where did you spawn? Dang guy. Yeah, I may give them just random weird effects just to screw with people. Like maybe have some of them in different places that are just blindness. I've been having problems with Enderman just stealing all of my dirt blocks that are from the natural walls down here. And let's see, do I have inventory? Yes, I do. Perfect, let's take these while we're here. Just to finish clearing out this area. And of course, I still have to run all of the piping around. And we do have 2 completed alvearies that just need to be hooked up to the system as well. But that's enough of the recap. It looks like I should be able to sleep and make this storm go away. So let's do that real quick. Take a quick nap. And morning. And what a fantastic morning it's looking like it's going to be. There's the sky clearing and no more rain. Perfect. We're going to take a quick stop by the tree farm and get it going again. Let's see. Break those. There we go. Grab a stack of wood to toss in there. And now we'll head over to the factory where I have a bit of a project that I'm working on here. So I've been working on expanding the tower. You can see I've added, let's see if I can find a good vantage point so you can see this better. Added kind of this double pyramid effect with the outer supports. I kind of like the look of that. It breaks up the shape of the tower a little bit. Still have to add windows and some other things like that for the long-term growth of it. But what I want to work on today is actually starting to clean up some of the lower walls of the factory. Now I like the lower darkzai cordite, but it seems like it needs a little bit more to it. And I like, I'd switched this corner here, where we've got that blue electric wire running through. I switched that to the stone brick so I could use the covers, and I like that. So I think I want to do that on all of the borders here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take away all of these spots. And I may have broken some things that I didn't want to break there. Nope. Oh wait, yeah, there. Oh no, I already borrowed that solar panel. So kind of the idea here is that the outer border of this will all end up being this stone brick. And we may even take this ceiling, which is also a floor in some spots. We may take that. I suppose I could actually do that in two colors and use the microblocks to do it, but that's an awful lot of microblocks. But might take that lighter. Not sure about that quite yet. The first step is just to get all of this switched over to all of the bordering pieces switched over to the stone brick. I really like how that how the color, how that contrasts on the borders as well. I think that makes a pretty nice look. So anyway, I think what I will do here is switch this to a bit of a sped up video of all of the border reconstruction and be back with you when it's done. have the border all done. It still feels like the foundation needs a little bit more work, and I think what that's going to entail is a little bit of terraforming the wasteland around it just a little bit, just to bring the level of the wasteland in the immediate vicinity up to that same level, just so that it looks like it's all like the land was flattened out just for that, for the factory building. Feels like without that, it's kind of doesn't fit quite right. So I think what we'll do next, we're going to light this area up a little bit to help reduce the spawns in the immediate vicinity, just to help matters out a little bit. We don't have half slabs of the cracked sand, I don't think. Yes, I know you're there, zombie. Go away. Go away, guys. Can't you see I'm busy? So yeah, I think we'll probably take out this water just because I don't want to have water underneath the factory that, or at least not a lake like that. That seems kind of weird. And then we'll have to go and collect a ton of this cracked sand from inside the storage. Now, fortunately, we already have a ton of it around, so we shouldn't have a shortage for the for what we're trying to do here. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more lighting up, and then we'll speed things up again and fill in the ground around here and do a bit of terraforming. There is nothing but badness over there. There we go. That's looking a little bit better. Okay. And oh, one other thing I did. I added the black ender chest that goes into the sorting system back in here again, so we can send things to sorting easier again. Let's fix this real quick, and then we will jump to doing our terraforming. There we go. No, well, okay, this will work. There we go. Okay, and now I also need to do something about this area. I'm thinking, in addition to the updates that I want to do to the bee workshop, I may also do some updates to the way the sorting system works in the factory, and change this up so that instead of just sending, instead of the raw materials, the ore blocks just getting sent over here for storage, and some of them getting sent into here for the bars getting sent here for storage and things like that, I'm thinking of rearranging the storage system a bunch and switching it over to use routers. If I do that, I may actually turn this red room, or I may actually use this corner of the factory for storage instead of putting all the storage down below like I have currently. We also need to get some lighting in here and different things like that, but that will be for a later time. In the meantime, let's speed things up and fix our foundations. And there we have it. We have now done a pretty significant amount of cleanup work on the factory. It still has a lot of work to go, especially up on the top layers of the tower here, but it's starting to really take a more finished shape to it now. Has a cleaner edge in a lot of places, and overall I think I'm really liking the look of it a lot more. I don't like all of the torches, so all of those are going to have to go eventually, but for the time being, we are making good progress, and it's looking pretty good. I'm actually quite pleased, and I may also need to do something about this. Maybe that... I think this also needs to be switched to the stone brick. Although this one is going to be a little bit trickier to do. So we're going to leave that for now. I'll probably do that off camera. It's just going to be a little bit trickier because we have the connections to the... oh, and we're missing a wire too. We're not connected here. It has all the connections to the sorting system, power, and things like that, so... I think I will be moving the rest of those blue electric machines shortly as well, because they don't really belong there at this point. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely starting to take a more finished shape, and I think once we get... I think this is the lower... how the lower part of the tower is going to look, minus... obviously, it still needs some trim work to really make it stand out a bit more. But we are currently up to... How high is this right now? Up to a Y of 104. I was thinking about this earlier. I want to put the Kryptocraft logo probably somewhere around this height on the tower. So I will probably start... I may actually modify the logo a little bit so it will... so I don't have to keep the wood to do it. But yeah, I think that's going to go somewhere close to this level. This is going to become just a base floor, and yeah, this space is kind of wasted, but that's perfectly okay. There's plenty of room. And all of this is going to get stairs both on the bottom here and on the top ring, just to finish it up a little bit more. So that's all things to come. I will probably do some more work on that off camera. And with that, I think that's going to do it for this episode. This may end up a little bit on the short side, depending on how the sped up sections end up fitting. And we'll take it from there. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have ideas for how the edging or the base level of the building should work, I may need to put some more of these stone brick stone brick pillars, you know, kind of as support columns at different spots in the building too. I'm not sure yet. Have to think about that some more. Anyway, if you guys have ideas, by all means, let me know. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I will see you guys next time. Bye.